Welcome back to the Charles in Charge Cowboy Sports Report. It is, what is the day today? It's Sunday, right after the Cowboy game. We just knocked off Minnesota in considerable fashion. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and you're watching my video, please press the subscribe button. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, so I can start doing live shows. I want to do live shows. They will be live, if you know what I mean. And I'll have a call-in line and all that stuff. So, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong or right, or we could just chew the fat, chop it up, and talk about our passion, the star. All right? We go into Minnesota after a deflating loss at Lambeau. And we dominate. I mean, I didn't see us winning this game like that against an 8-1 team that just beat Buffalo in a huge comeback. Brett Maher, man, has he gotten better? 2018, he could nail the long ones, couldn't make the chip shots. Now he can make them all. Nailed a 60-yarder twice in a row. The referees try to get us on that, too. If you notice, we even called a timeout after the CeeDee Lamb catch. Gave him all the time in the world, and they want to pull that crap after he makes a 60-yarder. And then he gave the finger to the refs and Goodell, in other words, by making it again, but drilling it this time. Didn't have to hook it. The way we play today is our recipe to success. We cannot lose if we play like we did today. Zeke and Pollard both got 15 carries apiece. Pollard got the bulk of the yardage, of course. Dak only had 25 attempts. Only 25 attempts. Last week he had 46. We cannot win whenever Prescott passes more than we run the ball. We run the ball well and play good defense. And just wait until 77 comes back. Tyron Smith will be back in December. And when he does, we're going to kick the rookie back in the left guard. You better believe it. And that would be the best starting five. And if you think we run the ball well now, wait till Smith comes back and Smith is playing next to Smith. Because the rookie is getting his share of flags, but he didn't Tulsa, but it's his first year, and he had no reps in the offseason left tackle. He got thrown to the fire, played well. He knows how to play left guard. He played it all offseason, all preseason. Whenever Ty Smith comes back, and we actually get a real left guard, Tyler Smith is a better left guard than the two guys that we got right now, McGovern and Peters. Our offensive line is going to be almost impenetrable. James Washington, when he comes back, I know he's no game stopper, but he's a better receiver 3 or 4 than we have now in Noah Brown and Tolbert. He's an upgrade over those two guys. He is. He's better than them. Last 2 years, last year, last couple of years, when Ben was in the league, he wasn't, playing at his best. So, naturally Washington didn't get the stats that he was getting in 2019 and before. But this team showed its potential today. Knocking off an 8-1 team at their house like that was the biggest road victory, margin of victory that we've had in franchise history. We've never beaten a team on the road by 37 points. That's pretty good. Last year we beat Atlanta 43-3 after a bad loss, and we bounced back this year after a bad loss. And but Atlanta was horrible last year. We go to Minnesota; they haven't lost at home yet, and they got. We went up by 7. We go up by 10. We go up by 17, and I'm still thinking, this is a fourth quarter team. Minnesota, they're gonna play comeback, they're gonna play catch up. We need to, put our foot on their throats. We get with 33 seconds to go in the first half. I'm thinking take a knee. We don't. We get a field goal range with that beautiful pass to Lamb when he toe taps it beautifully. Maher kicks 2 60-yard field goals. Awesome. And to start the second half, it's 3rd and 14. I'm like, okay, all right, we're up by 20. Our defense is just going to make a stop and get the ball back. And Tony Pollard runs a perfect wheel route. Any linebacker matched up on Pollard on a pass play is such a mismatch. And Dak put just enough touch on that ball to where Pollard did not have to break stride. 69-yard score. After that, I started to relax because you're up by 27 at that point. And what a competitor Micah Parsons is. I was a little bit worried when he looked like he was injured. Didn't want him to come back in, but he wanted that third sack and almost got it too. He came around that edge pretty quick on that backup and was just a half second late. But will we get 7 sacks today? A season high? This defense is good, and we did a good job stopping the run. When we play with a lead, we are almost impossible to beat. Last week against Green Bay, if we'd had Elliott, because he's a great closer, I believe we'd have won that game. I keep saying that. In the fourth quarter, he would have gotten a few key third downs that would at least gotten us a field goal. A field goal in the fourth quarter, we would have not had to go into overtime. But going into Lambeau Field, there's something mystical about that place. It's been their home since they were a team, since the NFL started, and Aaron Rodgers is who he is. And he just got us last week. But today we showed what we could do. Prescott, 25 attempts. He was 22 of 25. He managed the game perfectly. He didn't try to press the issue like he did last week. Last week, it was, I know, against Green Bay, and he wanted revenge on Rodgers for, ruining his rookie season and showing him up in 2019. And he tried to do too much. And it wound up in 2 interceptions and gave Green Bay life. He didn't do that today. We didn't give the ball to Minnesota and give them life. When we're up by 17, a big turnover would have changed the game, but we didn't give the ball to them. Not once. We didn't have one turnover. And we just kept our foot on their throats, and we kept running the ball effectively. Kellen Moore called a perfect game. So did Dan Quinn. Allowed 3 points today. I mean, their total offensive yardage was minimal. Time of possession was, 2-1? I mean, in the first half it was. Second half, they didn't fare any better. But I believe this Thanksgiving, for the first time since 2018, we're finally going to have a good Thanksgiving. Saw what the Giants look like today. Look like hot garbage against Detroit. Detroit just manhandled them at their own house. And, Philadelphia. Damn it, man. The Colts just blew it. They want to put Jalen Hurts on the pedestal. Go ahead, man. The Eagles are going to fall. They look so vulnerable right now. They lost against Washington last week. They barely escaped a 4-win team this week. And just because Jalen Hurts runs a quarterback draw into the end zone to go up by 1 point, the announcer wants to say he's in the upper echelon of quarterbacks right now. No, he's not. He's still not. I don't think so. And we'll see down the stretch. I don't think they beat Tennessee. I think against the Giants they'll probably split. I don't remember if they've played Washington twice yet. I know they just lost to them. And Christmas Eve, we're going to whoop their ass. You better believe that. What is it, baby girl?
Mommy said do you want avocado on your
Yeah, that's fine. My daughter Giselle, she's 7 years old. Got a 7-year-old and 4-year-old. But hey, enjoy the win, guys. We play again in 4 days, Thursday, and if we beat the Giants at their house with Cooper Rush, no Michael Gallup, no J-Ron Curse, Tyler Smith only was in his 3rd game, pretty sure that we can manhandle him at our own house. So, last year we were 7-4 after Thanksgiving. So we beat the Giants, we'll be 8-3. It's better than last year. And then this was the tough stretch. The Green Bay, Minnesota Giants, 3 games, literally 3 games within, 10 days, 11 days, 12 days, 3 games in 12 days. Should have been 3-0. I mean, should be 2-0 in that stretch. But we did drop Green Bay. That's ancient history. We showed what we could do today. We put the NFL on notice today. The NFL is on notice on how dangerous we can be. We took a team coming into this week that had the best record tied with Philly, and we manhandled them and took them down without a fight. So be happy with this. I know I am. And Micah Parsons is just a freaking warrior. He wanted that third sack so bad. Could have had it too, but he thought Kirk Cousins threw the ball whenever he wrapped him up and just let him go. It was like, oh, hell, he had the ball. But our defense just played good all around. And we came out of there clean with no injuries. That was key. OBJ has come down to two teams now, Cowboys and Giants, and he'll decide after the Thanksgiving game. I believe we're gonna give it to the Giants, sweep them as we annually do. And if Jerry's serious about getting a ring, he will ink this man to a 3-year deal. He wants a couple years so he could play it out, possibly retire. And his dad's side of the family lives in that area. So I live in Houston, but his dad's side of the family lives near the DF Dub. So open up the pocketbook. Just like when he signed Prime, Stephen Jones tried to talk Jerry out of it in every way that he could, and Jerry wasn't going to listen to him. Jerry, do the same thing this time. Don't listen to Stephen and sign OBJ. He could be the catalyst to get us over the hump. That's it for this episode, guys. Please subscribe, like, and share. Enjoy this win. How about them Cowboys? 40-3 at Minnesota's house. We've beat them 3 times in a row now at their house. Andy Dalton, Cooper Rush, and Prescott this time. So, please subscribe, like, and share, guys. Every subscriber counts. Keep God first and foremost. He comes before everything, even this. Y'all have a great Thanksgiving week, guys. I'll catch you on the flip side. Charles and Charges out.